again, I'll gut you like a fish.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Behold! Fish boy!
This is my boomstick!
Red rum.
Garbage day!
We'll tear your soul apart.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Hail, Radma.
All right, welcome to the nope, nope, that's not it. That's not what we're called. That's not it. Justin, what the fuck are we called?
What is it? Well,
Uh-huh.
this is Three from Hell.
Whoa, three.
Doing
Three.
the hand thing.
We have a. Yep, it's me. It's Sam. It's Justin. And there's some fucking motherfucker sitting over there in the back. I have never seen this man in my entire life.
I'm in the chair in the corner. Every podcast got the chair in the corner with Tony. Wait, no, I don't want that. I don't want to sound like that. No, wait a minute. Not,
that's crazy.
Only this one. Only this one. Only this.
Crazy. Yeah, we're joined by Tony. We're taking another fucking corpse out of the Base World pile.
Very, very horror related. They revived my corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And they put me in the corner over here.
We're gonna talk about fucking horror movies and shit on this fucking podcast. We were supposed to have done this, Justin and I, like 7-8 months ago.
And then Sam's computer died.
My computer died. And then it never happened. And then we never talked about it again. And then this morning I said, hey, we should probably do that, you know?
Return
now we're
of the
doing
living computer.
And Justin has a list of fucking shit he wants to talk about. This is our introduction. We're not doing anything real cool. We're just talking about stuff and things.
Yeah.
Y'all like stuff and things? Let us know.
If you're not interested in stuff and things and you just want to fucking get with the movie reviews, you can skip this if you want to be a bitch. And you can, go listen to whatever the fuck we just posted up that's going up the same day as this.
You're missing a lot.
Or you can continue listening and we'll tell you cool stuff.
Yeah. At 23 minutes and 14 seconds, something really cool happens. You got to stay and see.
Can't wait for this to go up and this will only be 23 minutes and 42 seconds.
Guys, if the video's not long enough, that means you fucked up. And that's not on us. That's you, the listener.
It's not YouTube's fault. It's your internet.
Yeah. We've learned that.
Mm-hmm. All right, Justin, what do you got? What are we talking here?
Well, we can start by introducing ourselves and how we got into horror, or we can start with, you just watched Skinamarink, so you have thoughts.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Talking about the deep end of the Skinamarink.
All right,
we'll talk about that one later.
So, do you want to start off with the introductions? You want to
go first? You want to fucking? All right. Hey, I'm Sam. You know me. I've been here since the start. Would you ask me how I got into horror?
What?
Did you ask me how I got into? What was the question?
Yeah.
Off the cuff.
My mom. I don't know. I was really fucking young, dude. The first movie I remember watching is Return of the Living Dead.
Ooh. And
I was like, I don't know, a baby. I don't fucking know. I was really young. That's the first movie I remember watching as a child. Then from there, it just kind of kept going. I didn't really watch. I mean, I watched like cartoons and kid shows and stuff like that, but I mainly watched like horror movies growing up. There were some I wasn't allowed to watch at a certain age. Like I remember, my mom got Jason X on VHS when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was not allowed to watch it.
No.
And then one night, my mama left to go get my mom from work. Left me alone, and I fucking grabbed that fucking Jason X VHS tape so quick, dude. I started watching that shit, and I was like, I am going to shit my pants full of doo-doo right now. That movie scared the fuck out of me, but that movie fucking kicks ass.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, it's been a from the fucking out the gates for me, honestly. There was no real like getting into it. I was born into this shit. Fucking this business that I love.
This business that I love.
Next.
Who's next? Who's next?
Tony.
Me. It's strange to think about, like, in the grand scheme of things. Like, the earliest I could think of horror is going to Blockbuster and like seeing all the artwork, and like my like dad would rent like the one that I think about the most is Child's Play. Just the I think like the cover with the Jack in the Box and the fucking scissors. And I'm like, I can't even look at this shit, bro. Like, I'd be scared of like Halloween animatronics we had. But then I don't know like when the switch happened. It was just like my I guess my fucking brain just was like, fuck it, you're screwed. And now like it's just like full in on horror, and then just a complete 180. It went from like can't look at the shit at all as a kid to like it's just my entire scheme and sphere of everything. It's taken over. It's a disease.
It's also really fucking cool. Music, music played a lot into mine, I think. I remember the first time I saw the video for Spit It Out by Slipknot, I was like, why the fuck? Now tell me why the fuck they got the drummer riding around on a little fucking tricycle? And why the fuck is the clown and the Pinocchio guy dressed up as little girls? What the fuck are we doing here? And then I found out that was from... it was not from, but it was taken. Yeah. It was influenced by a movie called The Shining, and I said,
I just seen that the other day too. I had that on. That's why I was like, before I realized what you were talking about, I heard tricycle, and I thought of fucking Saw, which is another early movie that.
Yeah.
I think the internet really just like transformed my brain. Just like early internet horror on like YouTube and shit, just like completely brainwashed me to be. All right, I'm kind of fucking with this.
Also, video games too. When I was growing up, like Left 4 Dead and shit like that.
Classic.
Played a huge role into it. Left 4 Dead really hit at that like perfect time where like zombie movies were starting to get like really big, like right around fucking like The Walking Dead and shit like that. Yeah, that fucking Slipknot video. That was my introduction to like psychological horror, which would be The Shining. And I was like, oh, they fucking got this music video idea from this movie. Like, I gotta watch this movie. I was like 9, 10. Fucking, hey mom, you have The Shining? Yeah. Hey, can I watch that? And she was like, sure. And then I watched it and I was like, I am never going to mentally recover from this. Ever. And I have not. Justin, who the fuck are you?
Who is this?
Hi, I'm Justin. I am fairly new to horror, like within the last couple of years, kind of. So here's like the real thing. So the first movie that I remember seeing is The Mummy, 1999.
The Mummy.
The Frasier.
Yeah, The Frasier. So technically, I've been into horror my whole life because I've been watching that movie over and over again.
Yeah.
And it is technically a remake of the original Boris Karloff movie, so technically horror. But realistically, I only got into horror fairly recently, having found the kill count. Shouts out. It was the American Psycho kill count because I actually had watched that movie.
Yeah.
And then once I had found the kill count for it, I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And then like once I understood the style of videos that they were doing in regards to horror movies, I was like, well, let's watch these and then see if I can handle actually watching horror movies. And so I started with and used that as like a jumping off point. And I was like, well, because of the reputation that precedes it, let's watch the Saw kill counts, and if I could handle Saw, I could pretty much handle anything at that point. So I watched the Saw kill counts, and then I'm like, okay, so I can pretty much watch anything at this point now.
I can go to SawCon.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You ever been?
No.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Dude, I genuinely wish it was a real thing.
It is.
It is.
Comment if you've ever been to SawCon.
Yeah,
I don't know where. Comment somewhere.
Anybody ever been to SawCon?
Tweet at my cousin Wyatt and say you've been to
My
SockCon.
_cousin_Wyatt. Ask him if he has ever been to SockCon.
Yeah, please. We
Or
need
have
to
you
know.
been to SockCon? Get in our DMs at You Damn Right Pod. I want to know.
And, ask if he likes tapes and CDs too.
Ooh.
That helps a lot. The Dead Meat really hits the intro horror community like crack in the 80s.
Yes.
Real. That's
It really
crazy,
does the
but
job.
Yeah, real. I will say it did like accelerate me finding different movies that I never knew about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really opened my
that's
my
real
avenues
helpful.
up.
Like some of those like lesser known movies from the 80s and shit, like not Sleepaway Camp, fucking Chopping Mall, dude.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
that movie fucking rules.
That movie's awesome. That movie
Fucking Ice
kicks
Cream
ass.
Man.
that's why YouTube gotta chill a little with their restrictions and what they want viewers watching. Dead Meat needs a little bit more of those. It needs to be able to do more of those like cult classics because that's really what hits it.
Yeah,
for.
real.
Yeah, they just did Prom Night 2, and I was like, this is fucking sick.
Like you look
Yeah,
at a movie,
real.
you're like, I never watched it. Then you watch it, and you're like, this is so shit that it's amazing. It's like, wait a minute, how is this doing this?
There is something truly charming about those like B horror movies from the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, because you look at it and like on the intro as like a viewer that doesn't care a lot, you think, oh, it's they had no money, they made it like shit, they didn't care. It's like no, like the shittiness gives it charm, which makes it a greater movie as a whole.
If it
'cause they're
had
working
a
with what they
budget,
have.
if it had a budget, it would suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're working with what they got, and then they make it like effects could be so bad that it works in the style of the universe of that film.
Yeah,
Makes it
Toxic
whole-
Avenger.
God, fucking Toxic
whole genres and whole companies just built on just so shitty it's good.
Well, Justin, what do we got next? What's next up on your interrogation list?
I mean,
I didn't do none.
do you want to do the Skinamarink review now?
Do I want to talk
or-
about Skinamarink now?
I
I
off
can.
your chest.
Look, I can talk about Skinamarink now, I guess. So
Yeah.
Skinamarink came out like a year and a half ago, I think. Is that right? Was it sooner than
pretty
that?
Sure. At least a year.
I just watched it last night. I was gonna watch Late Night with the Devil. Had it on my Plex server. My power went out at some point, I guess. I could not access my Plex server, so I was like, all right, well, let's begrudgingly see if it's streaming on anything. It's not. It is not on anything. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly. I mean, it's a fairly new movie.
It's on Hulu.
It was on Shudder, wasn't it?
Was it on Shudder? Ah, fuck me. Well,
It
I ended up-
was. Maybe it's not anymore.
It probably is, and I'm just too fucking stupid to find it. But I went to Hulu because someone told me it was on Hulu, and you have to have a fucking Showtime subscription or some shit. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. Or no, it was AMC Plus. And
These fucking apps.
I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking subscribing to another fucking subscription for my subscription to watch one fucking movie. I'll just wait a few more days and watch it later. I have it in my possession. I just haven't watched it yet. While I was on Hulu, I saw Skinamarink, and I was like, I haven't seen this. I've been told that this should be like in the style of movie that I like. I like weird shit sometimes, so I'll fucking watch it. We'll see how it is.
The pause.
I can say here I'll give the positives. I really like the aura that the movie has. It's very unsettling. There is no like I don't want to say this now because I'm about to get into it more in a little bit, but there's no real like there's no give. Like it never lets you be comfortable. You're uncomfortable the entire time. Like the vibes are just bad the whole time.
Yeah.
There's never anything like there's no comfortability with it at all. I liked that. I liked the feeling it had. I like the idea. I like the premise of it. I like the story. That's about all the good I've got to say. It felt very like just got out of film school. This is my first movie. I have to make this as artsy as possible. All the shots are like not all the shots, but like 99% of the shots in the movie are like really off frame, like pointed at the ceiling or pointed at the floor, or angled at a doorway or something like that. Like it's never fucking straight on. I don't think I saw a single person's face, which that may have been like an actual chosen direction to kind of take away the humanity of the people in the movie. But I thought it was really fucking weird anyway. The noise effect that they put on the movie, like the actual visual noise, was way too fucking strong. It was very distracting. It's also really fucking slow. And
that's the thing that gets people the most that I hear about it.
I'm usually fine with like slow building movies, except for about 45 minutes in. These are spoilers. If you haven't seen Skinamarink, I highly suggest you skip the next like 2 or 3 minutes. About 45 minutes into well, it's about to get fucking spoiled for you, big dog. No, I won't even spoil it, actually. I won't even say what happened. I'll just say like about 45 minutes into the movie, what should have been the end of the movie happens. And it's at this point where my fiance goes, "Hey, I need to take the dog out. Can you pause this?" And I said, "It's probably about to be over. Like, this has to be the end of it." And I paused it, and there were 45 fucking minutes left in this movie. So now I'm laying in this bed, and I'm going, how is there another half of this movie left? How is what I just saw not the end? How is that the middle? And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to turn it off. And I did not finish it.
You didn't even finish the movie?
I did not finish it. It hit that middle point that should have been the ending. Tony, you should know what I'm talking about. The part that it definitely feels like the ending of the fucking movie. I definitely thought it was going to be the ending of the movie. It was not. There was still an entire second half that I was not interested enough in watching.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
it's a very divisive film, especially how it's in that realm of like horror that comes out of nowhere, and then everyone's like, "This is the greatest thing ever," and then you watch it, and then you're like, "I don't get like out of for being." I know it's kind of a fucking jumbled genre now, but for being analog horror, like I feel like that's some of the not the best way, because there's other mediums that are better that have done in other stories, but like I think it's a good way of like putting it to a film kind of thing, like a long-term thing. But then, like you said, with the length of the film, like it does good at extending time to like build that suspense, and so that it scares hit harder because you're just so like confused and like stuck in the droning noises of it, that like once something hits, especially if like you're watching by yourself, it'll fucking hit you, and like the build up will get you. But it's really a long fucking movie, and especially like you'll get those couple scares, and then it'll be a lull period until you get to the end. And by the end of the movie, it's kind of just like doesn't like there. It definitely builds up to more of this confusion of the house you're in, but it doesn't like really like climax in a way where you're like, and here's a big thing, and that's it. It's kind of just like it builds, and then it kind of just like ends. Kind of like you're just like watching a tape. It just like goes, and then you just get to the end of it.
It was yeah, that's what I was talking, like the uncomfortability. It's not even that there's really much happening, because most of what I saw was just like kids watching cartoons.
Yeah. It's like the repetition.
Kids walking back and forth. Yeah.
It's like putting yourself. It's so long of a repeated process of stuff happening that's like very not too crazy, that like you're watching the kids like watch cartoons or being confused, and like I guess it puts you in that state of like you're thinking of like when you're younger, and like things that seem mundane seem scary to you. So that's what'll get you. But if you're like, if it's just boring, like if you're just like, I need stuff to be happening, and then it's like, all right, here it's been 20 minutes now. Here's like a little bit of a jolt to you. It's like I feel like some of the scares work very well just because of the pauses.
That middle point that I keep referring to as like what should have been the finish. It's like a movie had a false finish.
Yeah.
That middle point was genuinely fucking terrifying. Like,
yeah, I remember watching myself, and there's like that build up where you're like, I'm like, not many movies. I'm not gonna like give it like crazy praise, but like I enjoyed it. But like not many movies will have me like in my chair, like, all right, dude, all right, like when's it gonna happen? Like if a scare gets me, it'll get me. But I'm not like prepping for it. Like I'm like, all right, we're taking a minute, or like I feel like it's coming here. It's
It was
I'm gonna hit my fucking film studies bit. The way I'm like, it's the stylized atmosphere and how you embody the experience is really like the main drive of the film. How it's like it kind of immerses you in the silence, and then like that's how it gets you. But if you need something with a little more pace or oomph, it's like, all right, it's what was the big fucking deal about that? That's how you get the very film school-esque thing where it's like, oh, isn't this scary, guys? And you're like, could have been better.
Right. Eventually, I'll end up finishing it, but last night was not the night. I was just, I don't know, dude. It really, it didn't hit the way I thought it was going to hit. And this also, I have another thing. This isn't a Skinamarink like exclusive issue. This is the film industry as a whole.
Yeah.
I desperately need audio engineers to please turn up the volume on dialogue, so I don't want to have to watch with subtitles.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to just listen, but like 90% of the dialogue in that movie, I had to read through subtitles. I mean, some of the dialogue in the movie was subtitled out of the box.
Yeah, like it's intentional that they're like, you have to read, and it's like, oh,
right.
Shit. I guess that draws you in more. Like you're focusing on the screen.
I guess.
Like the tactic.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just want to be able to hear.
Yeah. Good sound design go crazy if it's intentional. Well, I mean, I guess that movie had a lot of sound design intention, but then again, it's like, it's what kind of a audience or like you're going for.
It was it was a very good premise. I have to give it that. Like, I just feel like it could have been better suited as a short film rather than a full like feature length.
It's a good way of showing off like liminal space as a concept instead of just being like, oh my god, empty room, guys. You remember empty rooms?
Yeah.
Like I'm excited. Yeah, I'll let you finish.
I do think the idea of like fucking all the windows and doors in my house have disappeared. That's fucking pretty scary. Like that is, I like that, but I just like, again, I feel like I don't know if it's the execution that's off. I think it's it just had too much fucking time. It should have been half the length that it was. Yeah. I think they could, and I'm not asking for like movie starts and bang, 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 bang. Like not everything has to happen immediately, but it's just the 15-minute gaps of like kid walking upstairs, kid walking downstairs, kid snoring while watching cartoon, kid fucking nightlight fall out. Like I don't know.
It's the non-urgency of them being kids. Like how if you're in your house right now and fucking windows disappear, you're like, what is happening? But the kids, they're like, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go watch cartoons. Like I ain't questioning what demons fucking with me.
I'm not trying to. I don't want to sound like a bitch. I don't want to be super negative about it.
No, I get your point. I get your point.
I just did not have a good experience with it, and I was fully expecting a very good experience because I had several people tell me. I also had several people tell me I would like it because I like found footage.
Yeah.
I need to put a bulletin out. Just because a movie has... just because they put visual noise... does not make it found footage. There was nothing about that was found footage. In the slightest. I don't know where that idea came from, that like visual noise equals found footage, but that was not found footage. Nothing was shot with a handheld.
Yeah, kids weren't recording. It was just like...
It was
POV.
Shot the way a normal-ass movie would be shot. With a normal-ass fucking camera. There was no found footage. There was nothing found footage about it, other than there is noise, like there is visual noise.
I'm excited to see how they'll do the as in like a similar concept of Backrooms thing, because it's the main guy who created the concept who will be doing that movie, which is like he's like young as shit, so commend him for being able to get that opportunity. But that's like a similar idea to like liminal spaces that has just been like, especially in like the brain rot era of fucking internet, like it's been so contrived and fucking turned and like just fucking jumbo Josh is in the goddamn back rooms that like, I don't know how that movie will go, but I wonder if it'll be like, oh, my dog barking. Goddamn, they know. I don't know if it'll be like Skinamarink, where it's like, oh, what is back here? Or it's going to be like fucking sci-fi, like, oh, we're a fucking corporation hunting these back. Like, I wonder how that movie will go. I wonder if they'll go the Skinamarink route and make it slow, or they'll do like something grand.
Something like that. I would much rather it be not fucking any sort of sci-fi bullshit.
I don't want it to be too crazy, because then it's like you're doing too much, and it's. I would hope at least. I mean, I don't know what the studio is going to do, but I hope at least the dude gets to do what he wants with the plot, and not just be like, all right, this is what the internet expects of the fucking thing because it's been everywhere.
Just do what needs to be done. Don't fucking stay out of TikTok comments. Don't fucking take their goddamn ideas for shit, dude.
A lot of original ideas in horror have been popping off. So, you have what's that movie coming out? It's like the POV, like it's like Jason. I just fucking read the title today.
In a Violent Nature.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like interesting takes on stuff that are original, and even like like Late Night with the Devil, like it's like not that long of a film, but it's very effective. I mean, besides the AI bullshit, but it's very effective what it does. Like there's a lot of different avenues that you can succeed in, and not everyone has to think it's great and it would still do good. It's just horror's in a good, not like a renaissance period, but it's in a nice little area right now where
it's
a lot of good things are happening.
It's not as enveloped with what it currently. It's not. It just came out of it, but it's not currently enveloped in the rest of the film industry's like reboot porn.
Yeah, we've.
That's not saying that it didn't happen, because it feels like we just got out of that.
I think we just killed that, since every movie that's a reboot, requel kind of thing is fucking flopping. But
and horror was kind of the first to kind of jump on that trend with like Texas Chainsaw back in like, was that 2003?
I think
Friday the 13th and
the early
Nightmare.
A lot of them.
Friday the 13th was
Halloween.
good.
We had Halloween get rebooted twice.
Yeah,
it did get rebooted.
Halloween, as we'll soon come to realize, is a franchise that, like Michael Myers, doesn't know when to die, for the good and for worse.
Yeah, well, let's segue that into that is the first franchise that we'll be watching is the Halloween series.
Yeah, which is one for better or for worse, near and dear to my heart as a child seeing. So a lot of funny, good memories, and then a lot of I repress these because not that it's scary, but God, this movie's forgettable.
And we'll be watching those just to keep things easy and for me to not have to beat my head against the fucking wall repeatedly. We will be watching those in the order that they were released. We are not watching them in any sort of fucked up like storyline chronological order. I'm not watching 78 and then going to 2018 and finishing that trilogy.
Yeah.
And then jumping back and watching like we're not doing that shit. We're watching Halloween 78. It's gonna go in the order that they were released.
I hate the Halloween timeline.
I respect them for trying, but every time they get like one step forward, then they just fucking fall off a cliff. Just stop! Please stop trying. Let Michael die.
And that new, I'm not going to talk too much about.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, we're going to eventually watch these movies. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tony, did we watch? We watched Halloween Ends together.
Yeah. Oh. There's very early on in that movie, something happens that I'm like, this is going to be the greatest movie ever, and by the end of it, I felt like I wanted to fucking die like the first person.
I felt the exact same fucking way.
It started on such a high note, and then just turned into fucking dream from Minecraft. It's a very divisive movie. Like a lot of major, it's a lot of rebooted franchise. For some reason, I guess that's like a thing. But like someone will make a very divisive film, and maybe some people like it. I'm not saying you can't like a movie, but some people will get really aggressive about people that say a movie's bad and say, "Oh no, it's actually good because it did this." It's like, no, the movie kind of sucked. You can defend it all you want. It was still kind of ass. You gotta admit. But Halloween is a fucking bag of worms inside a fucking jack-o'-lantern mask.
There's so many good movies. There's so many.
It's a franchise that probably has one of my all-time favorite horror moments ever. With how funny it is.
It's such a weird like. Because I feel like if you compare it to other franchises like the Friday series and Nightmare, and
Texas Chainsaw,
Lump and Scream, and like Texas Chainsaw,
yeah.
I feel like Halloween is the only one that has multiple candidates for like S tier movies included. And then there are some that are just kind of like in the middle, which is kind of the majority of them. And then there are some that are just so fucking bad that I can't believe they ever got greenlit.
Yeah, it's insane. It's that kind of like permeates the entire slasher genre, where like you have these icons that are so larger than life, and then you watch the movies and you're like, holy shit, a lot of these kind of suck ass.
Dude,
Like,
yeah.
at least all the Scream movies are good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a fan of the sneeze filter in 4, but
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the ghost face in 3, but like,
yeah, I mean, they at least,
But for the most part, like, they're good.
yeah, they
all of them
they
are
have an
good.
idea they're going for. They're not just
They
like,
have
here's
some-
him doing something.
Right. Like that, they might have some weird shit going on, but for the most part, like, they're pretty solid.
Yeah, like a
But you look
Friday
at,
will be
like-
like, this is so
Oh,
kind of
dude.
bad that it gets better. How bad it gets, how
like you
like,
have
the longer
you
go
have
on.
like Halloween. What is it? 4 and 5.
Mhm.
Oh my god, yeah. Paul Rudd,
Fucking.
the Colts, it's so bad.
You have that. You have fucking Texas Chainsaw with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh.
Meat. Oh my god, I kind of like that's like I kind of love and hate that, but
The Friday series is such a interesting one because there's like
It's weird.
2 good movies out of all of them.
it's like you could say the first one, it's because Jason's not there yet. Spoiler.
What?
It's like its
Yeah.
own kind of thing,
What?
but like what? It's like it kind of is like, all right, this is really going nowhere, and then by 4 you're like, oh okay, and then 5 you're like, and then 6 you're like, oh okay, and then the other ones are like, they're weird, but they have some cool shit going on, and then 10 you're like, 10 is either like you love this shit or you hate it, but you might have gave up by
Dude.
9 because everybody gave up by 9 until the ending with fucking Freddy.
Jason X has got to be like top 5 most polarizing horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
I think
I
just
have
because
met-
of the concept, I would have hated it, but then it's like did a complete 180 where I'm like, I love this.
I think I think there's a no, I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna say I think there's a possibility if I didn't watch it when I was a kid, I wouldn't like it now. But there's no fucking way, dude. That movie's sweet.
Yeah,
I miss when we would just randomly in the middle of a franchise go into space.
Yeah, real.
we should still do that. I send
Yeah, why
fucking
don't we do
Arthur
it?
Clown to space. Send Chucky
Why
to
the
space
fuck?
right now.
Tell me right now why the fuck we ain't have Michael Myers on the International Space Shuttle? Well, why the fuck?
That would
why are
actually
we
be
doing
like
that?
kind of you have imagine an alien but Michael Myers in space.
Why the fuck are we
put
not
Art
doing that?
Clown in space.
Instead of doing what they did to Michael in the fucking last Halloween movie, they should have shot that motherfucker to space and he landed on the moon. That would have been
Get the
fucking awesome.
franchise going.
He should have just froze in, like, cryogenically frozen him and then just shot him into the
He sent him to space and then
Out
they
into
forgot and they go
space.
back to the moon. Okay, wait a minute. Don't steal this. This is good.
cybernetic,
Blumhouse. I'm calling Blumhouse.
cybernetic fucking Laurie Strode comes back in the year 3000 to
Cybernetic
fucking
Laurie
fight
Strode.
Michael Myers.
Or 15th generation clone. Like, oh god, I sense Michael's in space. I gotta go kill him.
Nobody steal this. This is
Chucky has like a 75% chance he's gonna end up in space, and it'll probably
I
be
don't
good.
know how he
might
did
die
it in the
before then.
fucking early 2000s, dog. I have no idea how Chucky survived the early 2000s without entering the stratosphere.
Pretty sure Don Mancini has a script where he's like, I could send this motherfucker to space.
Dude,
What?
I cannot believe, out of every, I cannot believe that didn't fucking happen. I cannot fucking believe it.
With the shit Chucky does in his show, I can't even spoil it. That motherfucker.
Crazy.
We'll be
he's
watching
insane.
that too. We'll be
Yeah,
watching that too.
It's so good. Chucky is so back.
All right. Well,
That's so
let's steer the train back on track a little bit. Justin, what are some of your favorite? Give me like a top 5 off the top of your head. You don't have to think about it too hard. Just off the top of your head, top 5 favorite movies, any genre. Well,
any
subgenre, I should say.
Say
Any
any genre.
subgenre. Don't fucking. I can say Goodfellas, but there's no reason for me to talk about Goodfellas.
I was gonna say The Room.
That is a fucking horror. You're right.
Yeah.
Fuck you. We should watch it for the pod.
We are soon. Not this one.
No,
Fucking
this
scared.
one. We should make Tony watch that with us.
I haven't seen
agree.
it in a hot minute.
I love that movie so goddamn much.
I watched it for the
Classic.
first time like 4 years ago.
Hmm.
Or ironically, another podcast where I was reviewing movies, and I was like, "This is the most unbelievable experience I've ever had in my life."
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies. I swear to God.
What do you got?
Someone-
Justin? Top 5, top of your head. What do we? what are we working with?
Number one Saw.
Okay.
Okay.
The first one.
Spiral.
Good answer.
Jigsaw.
No,
Please.
Chris Rock goes. Ah!
21 Savage or whatever at the end. Although shouts out to the redhead in Jigsaw
Oh shit!
with the tattoos.
My life.
Even though she was in there for no other reason than to be a fucking red herring, and she rebuilt.
Red hair. It's.
She rebuilt all of his traps, and it's like, no, it's the other guy. Yeah, okay.
That's awesome.
Fuck you, writers. Anyway, we'll get to that. Saw, Hostel,
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw 74,
Okay.
Hellraiser, the original one. And I mean, it's hard. It's like Scream and Candyman, the OGs of both.
Okay.
But that's all 5 of them. Technically six, but
We take those. We take 6. I'm gonna give mine because I feel like Tony's gonna have more interesting answers than I'm going to.
yeah,
have.
way more interesting.
Maybe.
I'm a
I don't know about too
fucking,
much.
I'm a little slasher slut.
Yeah, you are.
So, number 1, not a slasher, The Thing.
Oh.
Hands fucking down, could be possibly my favorite movie of all time in general. Fucking number 2, gotta go Halloween, 1978. The original. Fucking kicks ass. I've gotten some really weird looks when I say this is like a top 5 movie for me. I guess people don't fucking like this movie that much, but House of a Thousand Corpses?
Oh, it's great.
Not like I don't know. A lot of people fucking talk shit on that movie. I don't get it.
I think people just ain't fucking with the Rob Zombie sauce. I'm not
Is it
saying he has
just,
it all the time, but I'm saying for a good minute he had it.
He definitely fucking had it. He lost it for a hot
He went on a
minute.
run.
He fucking lost it for a hot minute. Fucking,
Put it in
y'all
storage,
seen,
I'll find it someday.
Y'all seen 31?
Oh, I thought you were about to say the monsters. I was like,
No.
No, but Tony and I did watch The Monsters.
But yeah,
they gave him money,
fucking
though.
House of a Thousand Corpses at 3, 4. I gotta go Scream. 5, gotta be The Shining. If I had to give a 6th, I'm gonna give a 6th.
Just throwing a 6 in.
Gonna be the original A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh,
That movie has crazy aura. Also, fucking, who the fuck's in that one?
You're killing
Johnny
me.
Depp?
I can't. Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
is
Johnny
in the
Depp.
first
Yeah.
one.
Slutty
That movie
little
fucking,
shirt.
dude. You look like a little fucking cum slut in that movie. It's crazy.
He did, yeah.
All right,
Into a
Tony,
geyser.
what do you got, Tony?
See, I thought I was going to change some because you got some similar choice. I won't, but
No, don't change them. Don't change them.
No,
You
I
get the
won't
same
change.
ones.
I ain't going to change up. But the more you name films, the more I'm like there's like a Dream Warriors or like a Hellraiser. I got to like sacrifice or like a TCM2. I got to sacrifice because I'm like these can't go above, but I love them.
Justin
what
and I
I'm thinking
just
of-
watched TCM2. That's crazy.
I love Chop Top. I love the intro. It's great.
I met him.
I got to meet him soon.
I really liked you in Evil
unrelated.
Bug.
I am so fucking mad that the next horror convention that's coming, I have to miss. I could have met Robert Englund, and I fucking missed the chance. I'm gonna kill myself.
Whoa!
I need him to sign the glove. I have the needle glove. I need him to sign it.
That's crazy.
Fuck it. I'm gonna hate myself for a year for that. We'll go. Maybe number 1. I'll just go in the order that I had him. The Shining, classic. Little B classic. Scream. I was gonna say The Thing. That would have been 3rd. But maybe we'll make that 4th because 3rd, I'm gonna have Deep Red, Profondo Rosso, a Giallo. Hey, love me some Italian horror. That's my fucking shit. And then I was gonna say, and that little less horror, I was gonna say Mandy for a 5th because I love Mandy.
Ooh,
I love
I
that
love
metal
Mandy.
aesthetic. But I think I gotta throw for the one time. I gotta give it to Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I can't leave out Ash. That's the motherfucking goat. But that I think that's perfect where I get some of the classics, and then I get me some of that Italian horror. Because I see, I'm already thinking about effects and stuff, and I'm thinking about other movies. I can't go too deep. I start thinking about movies that have Screaming Mad George effects.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
be here all day.
Yeah, also, fucking look. I know every major production company is listening to this. Obviously, why
Yeah.
wouldn't they? Stop! What the fuck? Give me some practical effects, please.
I know you.
Yeah.
I see
not everything has
Terrifier
to be
doing. They got like no
CGI.
budget. Like, come on.
Fuck. What movie did I just fucking watch? Oh my fucking god, what was it? Y'all talk about other shit. I'm gonna try to think about this.
I just watched what did I just watch that had practical effects that I was like, oh, at least they did that. Oh, Human Centipede 2.
Ooh. I
Like-
think at a time that came out, I wouldn't expect practical.
They did some practical effects, like spoilers, the fucking
Oh!
weird fucker killed his mom.
It was
and like the corpse was practical.
It was dude, this is like real honestly the only complaint that I had. Strangers Part 1 like just came out. This is like and I need to go back and watch it and make sure I wasn't losing my fucking mind, because this seems like such a thing that's like, why would you CGI this? But I guess I shouldn't really question it in like the way that shit is now. But we're in the theater watching Strangers fucking Part 1, the new one. Very good movie, by the way. Like,
Ooh,
super fucking super tropey, but like it's kind of their thing. Like they kind of that's kind of like their shit, you know. But there's a scene. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, it's a fucking Strangers movie. You know what the fuck happens. But there's a scene where they're locked in a room, and motherfuckers trying to beat the fucking door down. They get in this room. Obviously, it's a fucking Strangers movie. The motherfuckers have been in the house long before they even knew that the motherfuckers were in the house.
Yeah.
They get in this room. They close this door. They push shit up against the door. They're leaning up against the wall, and they're looking at the door. And there is shit written on the door in blood, but it's CGI'd on.
Oh
yeah, what the fuck? That's
what?
Why? Dude,
Why?
I was like, what? Why do you do that? I don't know. Like, I need to go back and see it just to make sure I wasn't seeing shit. But why?
I get like not being like, you don't have, I don't know, blood on set to write it or it looks bad, but it's like, you know, that's something you could have fucking learned.
How the fuck do you not have blood on set?
Yeah, like you just got it. Come on. Just
You ain't fucking watch the goddamn Tom Savini fucking tutorials, dude. This motherfucker tells you how to make blood with fucking what was it, fucking cornstarch and fucking red food coloring. Come on.
Yeah, some people. I don't know if it's studio shit, but they cut corners and it's just like I know they do CGI as well, but very recently I seen Abigail, and the way Radio Silence does like the fucking like exploding bodies where like they're really exploding, like that's great, and that's like their kind of thing. Like there's ways to do cool gore, and like you can still do practical effects. Terrifier does it and looks great, and that movie has like very low budget. It's like y'all are cutting corners sometimes. I know it's the studio interference, but you can still do it.
It's blood writing on the door. Like how the fuck? I mean, it was a dark door. Maybe it was just hard to see it. But, I don't know. Fucking lighten it up.
Well, use the CG to lighten the door, fucker.
Well, no, not even, like, you can like, if you have, like, stage blood. Stage blood is, like, really dark. I don't know if you've ever seen, like, shoot fucking stage blood. But it's, like, really fucking dark. But you can lighten it. You can make it a lighter shade of red to where if it's on a dark brown wooden door, would be able to see it. You don't have to fucking CGI fucking blood on a door. I can't fucking believe that shit. That's so fucking crazy. I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, at least it's only like you still get a decent movie with that. Like
the rest of it, I will say, I haven't read reviews. I tend to just not fucking read reviews for movies because, so, dude, this is not even remotely horror related. I watched the movie If.
Oh god,
the like kid movie that John Krasinski directed. Dude, I went and watched that Saturday. Like, I got off work early and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go fucking watch this. And I loved it, dude. It was fucking awesome. And then I got in my car and I was like, I'm gonna read some reviews because that was a really good fucking movie. Everybody shit on it. Like, this is the worst fucking, like, what? Did we watch the same fucking movie? I'm a grown-ass man in this theater crying. I get in my car and everybody's like, that sucked. That was awful. Fuck you. That shit that was a good fucking movie. You could suck my dick.
That's me getting out of work, going to watch Night Swim, and I'm like, man, that was a piece of shit. And I look up and like, that was the greatest movie ever of how fucking ass it was. I'm like, oh, I guess no one liked it either.
That
was a good
experience.
It was a good experience because there was a guy in the front row who kept clapping the entire film. I don't know if he had like, I don't know if he had like some, stuff going on, but he just kept clapping and laughing the whole film and nothing. Like, it's like, oh, you're in the hospital with MS. He's and I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
Dude, I'm like, this dude is fucking gone. I don't know what he's laughing at. But that movie, Blumhouse be making the haunted shopping list of the movie. They gotta chill with some of the movies.
Blumhouse has an insane lineup of. They got some crazy fucking great movies. They got some crazy stinkers.
They just be throwing darts at a fucking board with titles and being like, this will work. Haunted Doll. Imaginary. And then it came out at the same time as If. I forgot that fucking movie existed about the toy bear. Imaginary. What's it called? Imaginary Friend or some shit?
Imaginary.
Imaginary, yeah. I forgot that existed. Oh, God. Blumhouse, do better.
All right, Justin. What do we got next?
Do you want to go over favorite genres?
Yeah,
Jello.
Fuck it. Let's go.
All right. What's your favorite genre, Sam?
Slasher. Slasher followed closely psychological. Yeah. I kind of like it all. I don't like whatever Terrorizer is or Terrifier. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not too down with that clown. I don't know about all that.
I'm down with the clown.
I'm also down with the clown.
Sometimes it just feels like, hey, here's some crazy shit for the sake of crazy shit. And I guess there's a place for it, but like a full movie about it, I don't know about it. It just doesn't it don't hit right for me.
Yeah, I mean it does push the envelope, but I at least look at it as like, hey, a slasher is like a psychopath, and it's like, Jason Voorhees, you're like, oh, or like Michael Myers, like, oh, he won't kill this kid, and then you're like, okay, this guy is a fucking psycho murderer, so I guess, but you don't want to see everything, even if it's
right.
good effects. You're like, holy shit, I'm gonna throw up.
Dude, that reminds me fucking Halloween 2018, that fucking baby. I'm in the theaters watching that shit, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, they're gonna have him kill this fucking baby, dude. And he didn't do it, and I was so fucking disappointed. I was so fucking upset, dude. Oh, he didn't kill the fucking baby! Come on!
This movie stinks, man. He shouldn't football that baby.
The movie is so fucking good, though, but goddamn it, he should have killed that fucking baby.
Yeah, they started off real strong. Ooh, we'll get to it. I'm looking at you, Michael.
Oh, all right. Justin, what do you got?
I'm like the opposite. I mean, I like slashers because like I like Scream.
Everybody fucking likes slashers, dog. Like,
if
you can't fucking tell me you like horror movies and then go, yeah, actually, I don't like A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
You know what I gotta say to that? Suck my fucking dick.
Yeah. Also, you forgot to say found footage, by the way.
I did forget to say found footage. Dude, I'd said fucking psychological over found footage. That's insane. Found footage definitely second place. There are times where I'm like, I might like found footage films more than I like slashers. I fucking love found footage movies, dude. Fucking Blair Witch Project. VHS.
Yeah, that shit's good.
I don't even need to say anymore. That's all you need to know.
Paranormal Activity. I really wish I could go back in time and just experience Blair Witch as it was happening. And then come back.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because like I watched it recently because James was going to do the kill count on it, so I was like, "This is the I have to watch it now." And like I knew everything because how do you not know about the Blair Witch Project at this point?
Right.
Chad, is this real?
But
you already know.
It's still really fucking good. Like, it doesn't matter.
The Blair Witch Project is that movie that, like, anytime anyone comes to my house for the first time, I'm like, yo, have you seen the Blair Witch Project? And they're like, no, I haven't actually. And I'm like, I got that shit on 4K UHD. Let me load up this fucking Blu-ray player real quick. We are watching that shit right the fuck now. And then they sit awkwardly watching this movie while I am sitting in my chair fucking doing stuff. I'm going crazy, dude. That movie. Oh, I wish I could get dementia for like a day, and well, maybe not dementia, maybe Alzheimer's for like a day, and forget everything about that movie and watch it again for the first time. Oh, it's so good, dude.
I wish I could do that. There's like a couple movies I wish I could do that for. I wish I could do that for Orphan. I wish I could do that for.
Still haven't seen that.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen Orphan. He doesn't know.
Oh, I like that movie. That was a good one as a kid. I was like, damn.
I wish I could do that for Malignant. I could do that for.
I also haven't
Blair
seen
Witch.
that.
I'll do that for Nope. What a good experience.
Which I wish I could. I just watched Nope.
I could talk for 3 million hours about that.
I don't want to talk about Nope.
Sam does not want to talk about Nope. He does not have. He has strong opinions in the opposite direction.
Look. I'll say this.
We're gonna record a whole separate podcast.
I like Monkey. I like the monkey.
It's a metaphor.
We can move on. Let's not talk about this right now.
I want to record a whole separate podcast. I want to hear you two talk about Nope.
Call that shit. Yep.
I'd have to watch it again, to be honest. I watched it, and then I had opinions, and then I said, I'm going to erase all of this but Monkey from my brain.
Oh, well, I left that theater a changed man. I walked out like, damn.
I left a changed man too.
I said, send me back 2 hours.
I left a disappointed man. I was so upset.
That's insane. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Maybe we should watch Nope after this.
Nope.
I can't get into too much peak right now. I can't. Shout out David Lynch for no reason. I said peak for Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin, so you said you didn't even say anything. You didn't say shit.
I reminded you about.
You didn't say shit.
Yeah, so I'm like the opposite. I'm the torture porn guy.
Yeah.
I'm the torture porn and cannibalism guy.
Nah, dude.
We do a little bit of cannibalism. We do a little bit.
Yeah, I watched Green Inferno. That shit fucking rules.
Ooh.
If Eli Roth's name was on it, I probably watched it. He's a piece of shit, but I like it.
Yo, shout out fucking wrestlers in movies. Is that
Dude, that is good. That's
a subgenre, yeah. Fucking Santa.
That is
Goldberg.
Fucking Triple H and Blade.
We actually have fucking our watch along of Santa Slay up on Patreon. Actually, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we watched that. I forgot about that.
I did too. I forgot about that. Yeah,
because it was just me and you.
You want to fucking see that? Go fucking subscribe to the Patreon. We fucking watch that shit.
I forgot.
I put it up like 2 days after Christmas. Anyway, continue.
Merry Christmas.
I mean, yeah. Anyway, everyone loves slashers, so like, if you don't, fuck you.
They had a Jewish guy play Santa Claus. That just sunk into my head. I think I even said something about that when we watched it. Actually,
I'm almost positive.
I think I did. That's so fucking crazy.
Anyway, he kills it with a menorah.
That's true. He does.
You gotta cover a lot of areas of holidays.
I'll shut up now. I'll let Justin continue his answer. My fucking brain
is
working
remake
up.
Santa Slay.
They should, and they should have Goldberg do it again.
Oh, okay. I was
unrelated. Aren't they redoing My Bloody Valentine? I love that movie.
Blumhouse, no. Well,
maybe.
I also love My Bloody Valentine. I hope it's better than the 3D one.
Oh, it was alright. I don't. In retrospect, probably wasn't that great, but I had some.
I love how both the fucking dudes from Supernatural were in
remakes
in 2009, but
shout out Supernatural, dog.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Yeah. We're gonna watch all of Supernatural, all 15 seasons.
Oh my god,
he gave up after a while.
And we're gonna watch the Winchesters too. Ooh,
Scooby-Doo episode.
If you haven't seen the fucking Winchesters, don't.
Sam's very disappointed.
I got like 2 episodes into that show, and I said I gotta stop watching this, or it's gonna make me hate all of Supernatural. I can't
believe that show's a CW show and people liked it.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
That's
like, dude, all right, look, we're talking Supernatural real quick. Fucking series finale, not even just the series finale, the last like 3 episodes of Supernatural, I don't think I think it should be humanly impossible for the amount of tears that I shed. Like, I probably lost weight how much I cried.
That's insane.
It is. It was. I like should not be classified as a fucking human being anymore. That was fucking insane. Continue. Fuck me.
Better cry right now.
Trying to think of other genres that are not just like splatter, torture porn, fucking. I like found footage now because of Sam.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because I was like, this is like, because like my exposure to found footage originally was the Paranormal Activity trailers on TV, and I'm like, this looks like shit.
I don't know how you could not like Paranormal Activity. You know, I'm not even like
I'm just saying like the trailers
I
on
that
TV
2010
is like,
R for
like
me.
shit.
I'm not even like a big like paranormal guy. I would say I am against paranormal for the most part.
I agree. I'm so fucking sick of shit like
but
that.
Paranormal Activity is so fucking sick, dude. I fucking love those movies.
That's the chance to come back. I mean, it was very oversaturated, but like
It
there hasn't been
very
that many.
much so, yeah.
Like, sorry, I'm throwing it into the top 7. Talk to me. What a great film.
That shit
Now that's
so good.
fucking paranormal and doing it in a new angle.
Yeah.
Saw that in theaters.
I love
that shit. I love that shit so much.
Fucking love Talk to me.
Yeah.
Tony, what's your favorite genres?
See, I'll spice in a little thriller there because I love me a thriller. But
Okay.
I gotta get my ultimate, my niche, my favorite thing. Give me that slasher, but give me with a little spaghetti. Give me that Italian horror. Give me that giallo. I love me the color. I love me the synth music. It's slasher with a mystery, and it's always half the time it's shit, half the time it's great. If it's shit, it's still good. I love it so much. Argento,
Black gloves.
Bava. I love me some black gloves and a masked killer in a trench coat with a knife. Shout out Malignant. Shout out. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm doing a giallo because I got all that Aquaman money." Shout out. James.
Yeah, he's like, you want me to make
Yeah,
Aquaman?
so
I'll do it
make
again with whatever they got
Malignant.
from that piece of shit Aquaman 2. I think they gave him some more money. He should make another Malignant.
My least favorite part about James Wan being successful is the fact that him and Lee Winnell are no longer friends.
Yeah. I also hate how he's like, "I'm too good. I don't gotta make more of these." I'm like, "No, please make more. Make at least one more, bro. Please."
Please.
Stop making Aquaman.
Please continue to make Aquaman.
Yeah, but Giallo gotta be. That's my favorite. I'll see a Giallo post and I'm fucking Kurt Angle straps, fucking infant taunt spamming. That's my fucking shit. That's my goddamn shit.
It's insane to me that the dude that created fucking Insidious and Saw is like, yeah, I'm gonna make Aquaman now.
Yeah, and it was good.
That's
It was
awesome.
all right. But then Aquaman 2 was like, nah, we already gave up here. Why do we gotta do it?
How
We already gave
many
up.
how many movies can you make about a guy that may or may not be fucking fish?
Yeah. Have him fucking fish at that point. That throws some flair in there.
Aquaman 3, I want to see I want to see this dude fucking trout.
I think they already got rid of Mara at that point from all the court shits. Let's start the movie starting fucking a tuna. I don't know. Just throw it out left field. Nah, that's a scary movie, right? That scary movie's also good. I don't know. I'm supposed to say, right?
Scary movie is good. Yeah, we didn't talk about any like
The new
parodies
scary
at all.
movie should just be the new Scream 7 with the actual people that should have been in the movie. Fuck the goddamn studio.
I want them to put Melissa Barrera in Scary Movie 6.
I want Scary Movies 6 to be Scream 7, and I hope Scream 7 doesn't make money, but I hope Nev Campbell makes good money. I hope they get good money, but
Yeah,
I hope
Nev Campbell makes all the money from that movie.
that shit.
I hope her, Courtney Cox, and what's his fucking name? Patrick Dempsey? Is that
Will
who
they bring
plays?
David Arquette back? Will they just do that shit? Will they just revive him? They could.
Oh,
Force
dude,
Ghost David
they're
Arquette.
bringing
Dude.
fucking Stu back, dude.
Dude, I'll always be I'll be Stu should be alive for the rest of my fucking life. Macula's
I
great, but
agree.
I can't get into the Stu wave now if they already got me fucking hating them. They can't give me Stu now.
Fuck Spyglass.
Fuck you, Spyglass, fuck you.
How could you do this?
Free Palestine, fuck you.
That's a good note to end on. I don't remember what else we were going to record or what else we were going to talk about.
I don't either, dog.
We'll be right back.
But yeah, this is a nice little. We're like hitting right at about an hour, so yeah, we'll call it there. And since it's debut day for the fucking pod, we're also gonna have our review of Halloween 1978 go up on the same day.
Classic.
And if you subscribe to the Patreon, or if you are a current Patreon subscriber, you can also watch the movie with us. We'll have the watch along. Will be up on the Patreon. My cat is like desperately trying to get on top of my computer, and I'm trying to fight him off of it.
Trying to watch.
Paste.
But yeah, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you can go watch Halloween 1978 with us right now. Just head over to Patreon; it'll be up.
Fill your popcorn. You're not going to miss the snacks.
Yeah, get some fucking popcorn. Watch Halloween 78, the OG. Finish that, and then jump over to the podcast and listen to us review it, quote unquote review it. I have no fucking idea what that's going to look like. We've never done anything like that. But yeah, fucking thanks for listening to this introductory episode. Thanks for listening to the review. If you somehow listen to this and go, yeah, I'm gonna fucking see what these motherfuckers think about Halloween 1978. I'll tell you right now, probably glowing reviews.
Yeah.
Glazing.
Crazy style. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. I'm Sam, for Justin, for Tony. Thank you, love you, bye.
Bye.